Hey guys, just a quick update vid on the '05 Corolla XRS. We've got the stock wheels on with snow tires, and even being in upstate New York with a good amount of snow that we've gotten this season, this has performed really well with this setup. I think Martin Luther King Day, we got about 10 inches of snow, and where I ski, there was about a foot of snow on the mountain. And even with the plows going, there was probably 4 inches of snow on the roads everywhere when I was going down to ski, and this thing performed really, really well. Did everything I could have asked for it, and obviously served its purpose, got me skiing. Had one of the better days I've had up here in a while. So really excited about that. One thing I have changed otherwise, I put the rear seat and X brace back into the vehicle. It was a little loud in the cabin with it out, and obviously it's much more functional now. The reason I had it out, because we obviously do not have the fold down rear seats, which is a bit of a bummer when you are a skier or a snowboarder like myself. So I needed a solution to solve that, and we went with the Thule Pulse Alpine roof box. And I really like this thing. I picked it up used for a pretty fair price, a few $100 off Facebook Marketplace. It's awesome. It uses the Thule one key system, and I had my key locks already purchased from the Thule 480, which is awesome. This fits my Nordica Enforcer 100 193 centimeters really well, and with plenty of room to spare on either side. So I can't imagine that's one of the longer skis out there right now, aside from the downhill race stuff, which gets into like the 210 centimeters. But I think this would still hold that stuff, which is awesome, having all that room, and is going to come in super handy in the summer with fishing poles, etc. So I'm really excited that I picked this up. One pro of this box is it's super light. It only weighs 30 pounds. And while it is bulky and awkward, it's easy for me to put on and off the car myself. And it's so easy that I just take it off when I'm not using it and take off that wind drag. Put the deflector back on. This is just 3 bolts off the back is all you need to take off, and so it's really taking it on and off is really just a 5-minute process. That's how I'm running the Corolla this winter. So figured I'd just give you guys a little update. I'm about to change the air filter in it. It hasn't been done since I got it, so gonna do that. And I'm also going to give you guys a little update of the wheels I'm hoarding in my basement at this time, including the summers for the Corolla. So hope you guys are staying warm this winter. Stay tuned. Hey guys, just a quick update of the wheels I'm starting to seemingly hoard down in my basement. You guys have seen the NK PX10 5x100 16x8. Really enjoyed having these wheels as a summer set for the XRS. You can see I got them all noted with the duct tape where they came off. This is the right rear one. Really love the dark gray against the navy XRS. Now, when I was waiting for these wheels to come, it was, COVID short supply fare, and I didn't want to get messed out of not having a set for the summer. This was last summer. So I looked on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and found a 5x100 17x7, and it's pretty well documented of people running these on the Corollas. I ended up getting the PX10s before I needed to throw these into play. Now the reason I'm holding on to these right now is because the BRZ and FRS is a platform that I really like. So having these in the future as a second set of wheels, if I did own that vehicle, could be really beneficial. So I think I picked these up for $300 with the tire pressure monitoring sensors in all four, which I think was pretty fair. Not a steal, but pretty fair. Now, what are these other two sets? We'll save the best for last in the BBSs. This Koenig control here is actually what I cross-shopped my NKPX10s with before I bought these. The reason I picked these up is they were a steal on Craigslist for like $250. This is the only bad one. You can see down here, you could just use a little Dremel action and black paint. The reason I really like this wheel is because it's really versatile. It has the double bolt pattern, which is kind of rare, the 5x100 and 5x114.3. So you could take this to a lot of different vehicles, and I think that's pretty cool. Something you can have for a while. Obviously, the Corolla is that more rare 5x100, and having the 5x114.3 is great going forward, as maybe my future vehicle would likely have that bolt pattern. So this tire is the only bad one. These are actually on snows, so depending on fitment, I would probably just replace this one. This one got popped. I observed them really closely for cracks. Again, I picked these up for like $250, and I think that's a great price for a set of four. Now, best for last, the STI BBSs. Now, if you are familiar with these wheels, it's a forged aluminum wheel, which is awesome. It adds a lot of strength. In 2004, it was a 5x100, and in 2005, they transitioned to a 5x114.3, the more common bolt pattern. So, Corolla being the 5x100, I was looking for them to be a 5x100, and I just brought a spacer to test them when I went to look at them, and figured out right away that they were not the 5x100. I was ready to walk away. Then I was thinking about it, and I was like, this is a rare wheel. I've always been a big fan of the STI platform. This may not come up, the opportunity may not come up. He was advertising them for $400. I think I bought them for $300, I think, which is a nice price. Now, these aren't in great shape. This was actually the worst little thing right here. He had hit some curbs for sure, but there are no cracks. I actually took a Dremel. To everything bad and just ground it down a little bit to smooth it out. And in the future, I could definitely just throw some touch-up paint on these. Regardless, these could be a great winter set. Actually put a coat of wax on them to shine them up a little bit, throw a protective layer on them. But a forged set of STI wheels for $300, seemingly a really nice price, so I couldn't walk away. So this is the only set that I have down here that I couldn't use even if I wanted to, unless I wanted to run an adapter to the Corolla, which is not something that I want to do. So it's a quick rundown of the 4 sets of wheels I have in the basement here. So thanks for watching.